All right, news from Darjeeling now in West Bengal, where the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has warned of tough action against protesters in the area. Apart from the 300 army personnel and approximately another 100 CRPF personnel, the Chief Minister and 3 of her senior-most police officers are there to tackle the situation. Mamata Banerjee did inspect the town with a walk through the mall area. Protesters of the Gorkha Janmukti Morcha yesterday saw large-scale violence, including a torching of many vehicles. That's been happening now. The Morcha is protesting against the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's decision to make Bengali compulsory for all students up to class 10 in Bengal. The Morcha has called a meeting of its central committee to decide its further course of action.
क्या पहाड़ का मूवमेंट कर रहा है मेरे को तो पता नहीं है, but we are with the people, with the really brothers and sisters, and we will give them full help. And we will ask them not to support the Bengal government. দিদি চক বাজারে ব্যাপক 50 জনের উপরে ইনজিওর, একজনের চোখটা মনে হয় চলে গেছে, ওর জন্য আমরা হেলিকপ্টার লিফট করাচ্ছি আজকে। আচ্ছা, সম্ভবত আমরা ওকে যদি হেলিকপ্টার সার্ভিস ঠিক থাকে তাহলে ওকে আমরা হেলিকপ্টারে করে কলকাতায় পাঠাবো, আই হসপিটালে শঙ্কর নেত্রালয়ে রেখে, সেরকম দরকার হয় বিদেশে গিয়েও ট্রিটমেন্ট করিয়ে আনবো। ওটা চিন্তা করবেন না, যারা ইনজিওর হয়েছে আমি দেখে নেবো।
Monadeepa Banerjee joins us for more on this and has been tracking all the developments in Darjeeling. Monadeepa, they have asked for a 12-hour bandh, and Mamata says that this bandh is illegal. Is there a compromise formula being worked out?
No sign of a compromise just yet. You know, it's quite a hostile kind of face-off between Mamata Banerjee and Gorkha Janmukti Morcha. As you heard Mamata Banerjee say that don't vote for Bimal Gurung. They have done no work in the hills. Bimal Gurung, meanwhile, has of course called for a meeting tomorrow of the Central Committee to decide the future course of action. And yes, I must clarify, the language of Bengali being taught in schools, that is the key issue that has fanned the recent flames. But Mamata Banerjee, you know, once she announced it and then probably got negative feedback from the hills, she did say on Sunday and again yesterday that Bengali would not be compulsory in the hills. So it's become a bit of an ego clash, with Morcha saying Mamata Banerjee has to do it in writing, she has to pass a cabinet resolution saying no Bengali in the hills of Darjeeling, and that's where the face-off stands. But a face-off that really turned violent yesterday, unexpectedly, the kind of stone throwing, lathi charge and tear gas that happened. Today, at least eight columns are out in Kalimpong, in Darjeeling and in Kurseong and Mirik. And we believe some more companies of CRPF have also joined in the patrolling to ensure peace. The big problem is the tourists. Mamata Banerjee had announced that there would be government buses taking tourists down from Darjeeling to Siliguri for their onward journey. Those buses were expected around 11 o'clock. Meanwhile, many tourists have reached the plains and they are all sort of squatting on the railway station or at the bus stand, and even the airport is very crowded. Tourists have been hugely inconvenienced, and as Mamata Banerjee said, that's a shame because it's tourists and the tourism industry that has always kept Darjeeling alive.
Monadeepa, did you mention about the tourists? Because I just want to be clear about that. Just give us a sense of what the situation is for them.
That's right. At least, you know, the administration has put the figure at 10,000 tourists in Darjeeling yesterday when the violence erupted. And some, you know, have stayed on. They have said, okay, fine, 12-hour bandh, we will sit in the hotels and, you know, continue with our holiday. But that's really a minuscule number. Most have taken fright at the kind of violence they witnessed yesterday, and they started leaving last evening itself. Now, because there is a bandh, there is no private transport going up and down, taking you down from Darjeeling down to the plains to Siliguri, where you can take a bus, train, or a flight out to your destination. Now, because of that, the government has said we will provide free transportation, and that is what tourists are availing. But it's a difficult situation. There are 10,000 tourists, as I said. They are going down to Siliguri and then getting stranded at the railway station waiting for trains.
Right.
The buses are crowded, and the airport has also turned into something of a railway platform, very crowded as well.
Well, thank you so much for that, Monadeepa. We'll come back to you as and when we have more information.